Sanctuary cities face escalating immigration enforcement, ICE to intensify community arrests, warns former border czar Tom Homan. In a candid and pointed address outside the White House on Tuesday, former Acting Director of U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, and current Border Policy Advisor Tom Homan issued a stark warning to sanctuary cities across the United States. Homan, a key figure in the Trump administration's immigration enforcement strategy, asserted that these jurisdictions are poised to get exactly what they don't want, as a direct consequence of their refusal to cooperate with federal immigration authorities. Homan's remarks came during an impromptu press briefing, where he emphasized that sanctuary cities' policies have inadvertently forced ICE to adopt more aggressive enforcement measures. Specifically, he warned that these cities will see an increase in ICE agents operating within local communities, leading to a higher rate of arrests, including those of non-criminal undocumented immigrants. The core of the conflict: sanctuary policies and ICE operations. Sanctuary cities, which limit or prohibit local law enforcement from cooperating with federal immigration authorities, have long been a contentious issue in the national immigration debate. Homan argued that these policies create significant operational challenges for ICE agents, particularly when it comes to apprehending individuals with criminal records. According to Homan, sanctuary city policies often result in the release of criminal migrants back into local communities rather than transferring them to ICE custody upon completion of their sentences. This forces ICE agents to pursue these individuals in community settings, which Homan described as inherently more dangerous for both agents and the public. "If we can't arrest the bad guy in the jail, we have to go into the community," Homan explained. "When we go into the community, we'll find the bad guy, but we'll also encounter others who may not be criminal priorities. They're going to get arrested too." A plea for cooperation. Homan reiterated his call for sanctuary city officials to allow ICE access to local jails, where agents can safely and efficiently apprehend individuals with criminal records. He argued that such cooperation would not only enhance public safety, but also reduce the need for ICE to conduct operations in residential neighborhoods, thereby minimizing collateral arrests of non-criminal migrants. "Let us arrest the bad guy in the jail," Homan urged. "Otherwise, we'll have no choice but to continue arresting non-criminals at a higher rate." Legal and political ramifications. Homan also addressed the broader legal and political implications of sanctuary city policies. He revealed that Attorney General Pam Bondi is actively investigating officials in sanctuary jurisdictions, with the intent to hold them accountable for what he characterized as obstruction of federal immigration enforcement efforts. While Homan did not provide specific details about the nature of these investigations, his comments underscored the administration's commitment to challenging sanctuary policies through both enforcement and legal avenues. A broader critique: the role of leadership. In a striking aside, Homan responded to a question about Pope Francis, whose advocacy on behalf of migrants has often placed him at odds with the Trump administration's immigration policies. Homan criticized the pontiff, suggesting that his focus should remain on addressing internal issues within the Catholic Church rather than commenting on U.S. border security. "He wants to attack us for securing our border," Homan remarked. "He's got a wall around the Vatican, does he not?" Implications for the future. Homan's remarks underscore the deepening divide between the federal government and sanctuary cities, a conflict that shows no signs of abating. His warnings suggest that ICE will continue to intensify its enforcement efforts, particularly in jurisdictions that refuse to cooperate with federal authorities. For sanctuary city officials, the choice is clear. Either facilitate ICE's access to criminal migrants in controlled environments like jails, or face the prospect of increased ICE activity within their communities. As Homan put it, "They forced us into this position." Conclusion. The ongoing standoff between the Trump administration and sanctuary cities represents a critical flashpoint in the national debate over immigration policy. Homan's comments highlight the administration's determination to enforce immigration laws, even in the face of resistance from local jurisdictions. As the situation continues to evolve, the impact of these policies on public safety, community trust, and the lives of migrants remains a subject of intense scrutiny and debate.